Moths are insects that are closely related to butterflies and both are members of the Lepidoptera. Moths and butterflies move from flower to flower. However, moths are nocturnal insects, active and spending most of their time at night. As one of Canada's most important insects, moths play a large part in the country's biodiversity. It is also the main indicator of a healthy environment. In addition, these insects are an important food source for bats, bird species, and mammals. In fact, it also acts as the main pollinator that helps contribute to the beauty of plants and flowers in the ecosystem. Moths outnumber butterflies by a ratio of 9 to 1. According to the Smithsonian Institution, there are about 160,000 moth species in the world compared to about 17,500 butterfly species. Although most moths are nocturnal, many fly during the day, like the clearwing moth, which imitates wasps and bees in search of flower nectar during the day. There are some moths that do not eat and only live for a week, like the Luna moth or giant silkworm moth, which doesn't even have a mouth and digestive tract, and one of its purposes is to mate. Male moths have a keen sense of smell to detect chemical cues in their environment, which is called chemoreception. Moths use their sense of smell through receptors in their antennae to detect the pheromone scent of female moths. Not only that, there are thousands of olfactory and taste receptors all over the moth's body in the form of scales, hairs, and holes on its legs, mouth, and antennae. In addition to smelling female pheromones, these receptors can also detect food as well as fungal and parasitic diseases. Many moth species can mimic the appearance of other animals to deter predators, like the owl moth Bromia wallichi, which has amazing wings that resemble an owl's face. Many species of moths can survive underwater. Water moth larvae can be found in flowing bodies of water and tend to live among rocks around riverbeds. There is a species of moth that is faster than birds, namely the hawk moth Sphinx ligustri, which can fly at a speed of 19 km/h. The wing length of this moth is approximately 12 centimeters and has a long tongue, which reaches 30 centimeters. Some moth species will migrate in search of a greater food supply, or also to move to warmer climates, such as the dark blade grass moth Agrotis ypsilon, which migrates north in spring and south in winter. Moths are also attracted to lamplight, bananas, and beer. In fact, the scientist has succeeded in attracting moths by mixing a paste of beer, brown sugar, and painted bananas onto a tree, causing the moths to flock to the delicious treat the scientist has provided. What's the difference between moths and butterflies? At first glance, moths and butterflies look very similar. These two types of animals come from the same order, namely Lepidoptera, so they have a lot in common, but there are some things that make them different. For example, butterflies are usually active during the day, while moths are at night. When perched, butterflies usually close their wings. Meanwhile, moths alight with open wings, so that the pattern on the wings is clearly visible. Also, butterflies usually have thin antennae, while those of moths are generally thicker.